this is Tamika with Pastries, Plums, and Pie, and I'm here with a Plan With Me video in my Christmas planner for December Daily. So I always do my own version of December Daily. I don't really know how it's done, but for me, it's just a matter of being able to use up stickers, do some journaling, and things like that. So I find myself some prompts, I use those prompts, and I go from there. So I've been using the Live Love Posh Christmas bundle to help me do my December Daily. So there were already some inserts in there. They were Christmas memory inserts, but I knew I probably wasn't going to do any Christmas memories, and so I've just been using them for December Daily. So what I'm doing is I'm using 2 sheets per week and decorating with that. So I'm going to pull from here for this week. And we're doing days 15 through 21. And then the last video that I do will be just a few days 23 through 25. So I'm still debating if I'm going to use 2 sheets for those last 3 days, or if I'm going to just use 1 sheet. I haven't quite decided. I have enough to use 2 weeks if I want to do that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is be using the Holly Jolly. I'm going to be using this one a lot today. This one's from Live Love Posh. If you're interested in any of the Live Love Posh sticker books, I do have an affiliate link in the description box below and a discount code. So that discount code will work on anything other than at a Posh bundle set or box. And I'm not sure which of these, if any, are still available. I'll be using mainly Live Love Posh. I have an Amber Plans Her Day sticker book and some PET tape by Wrong Wrong that I will be using for this week. So day 15 is stockings on the fireplace. Now, mind you, I gotta remember which of these things I was gonna use because there's so many different things and I don't quite always remember which ones I was gonna use. Matter of fact, since I'm using this one 3 times, I better try and remember what I'm using it for each time. Okay, so think I'm going to put a quote here. Let me go ahead and do that. That way I'm taking up this space because it just feels awkward. Let's do winter wishes. I think that's very fitting. And then we'll put that there, and that will help fill in that space. Okay. Let's go back over here. Oh, and that's right. I don't need to put anything down here. So I think we're good. So let's go ahead and journal. All right. Let me get my pen. So the first day was stockings on the fireplace. So I've only lived in 2 places that had a fireplace. And I don't recall ever hanging stockings on the fireplace. We probably did in the one place that I lived in as a kid, but I don't have clear memories of it. So I don't quite remember it. Once, one of the other places was an apartment that I lived in, but I don't quite remember hanging up stockings then either. And I probably didn't, because growing up the way that I did with my mom, like paranoid about everything, I was probably paranoid that it was a fire hazard. Hang up stockings on the fireplace. Yeah, I don't recall ever doing that. We may have done it in the one house, but I don't remember. Gingerbread houses. I love to see decorated gingerbread houses. Especially non-traditional ones. But I will not eat the gingerbread house because I don't like gingerbread. I do not like them. And you know what else? As I got older, I started becoming more of a germaphobe, but I don't like things that are handled too much. So like heavily decorated cookies or cakes or gingerbread houses or things like that. When things are handled that much, that bothers me because to me, they've been exposed to like a ton of germs. Like if you're not wearing a mask, like I've watched this one girl on Instagram, I think it is, and she decorates cakes, but she gets so close to the cake when she's doing the writing so that she does the writing well, but you're breathing all over the cake. You know what I mean? So I don't know. When things are handled like that, and I know everybody doesn't use gloves, a lot of people just prefer to work with things with clean hands. And I'm okay with you working with things with clean hands, but sometimes things are handled too much. And I don't think people are always cognizant of the fact that they touch their skin, they move their hair. That's transferring. I don't know. Those are the kind of things that I think about, and it bothers me. Wreaths. I used to craft and sell Christmas wreaths years ago. And I loved it. I went into Michael's one day and they had this beautiful wreath up and I was like, oh my God, I want that wreath. And then I looked at the price on it. I was like, hell no, I'm not paying them all that money. I could make that myself and make it look better. And I'm not trying to be vain or anything, but I'm sorry. My wreaths look way better than that stuff Michael's was selling. I had different color schemes. I went and I purchased all the different picks and I made the most beautiful bows and stuff to put on there. And my wreaths were nice. I'm sorry. They were nice. But just like in anything else that I do, it's not always a lot of support when I do it. So I just kind of stopped doing it because it was like I was spending all this money to make all these wreaths and I wasn't selling them. And it's kind of frustrating because the things that I try to sell, people will go spend like tons of money elsewhere for things, like with my cards and when I was selling Mary Kay and when I was doing my wreath. You will go spend tons of money somewhere else and support big business. But then people say they support small business, but they support certain small business. I don't know. Let me get down off my soapbox. But yeah. So that was why I kind of stopped, because it was like, I'm putting all this time and this effort. And I don't know that people understand when you make handmade crafts, how much time and effort that goes into it. My hands would be raw. I mean, like my fingertips would just be messed up and raw from all the hot glue and dealing with all the glitter. I'd have glitter everywhere. But I enjoy doing it, and people, people always want a discount when you're trying to do a business, but they will go pay full price somewhere else. Like it just baffles me. So like at work, I gave out my handmade Christmas cards. Every Christmas card that I made this year that I put on my website and none of them sold, I gave those out to my coworkers. And there were a few of them that came to me and were like, oh my God, did you make that? And I'm like, yeah. And they were very appreciative. So thank you. I think somebody appreciated what I did, because they didn't sell on my site. So I'm like, I might as well give them to my coworkers. So like, why make more? I've got a ton of them right here that didn't sell. And so I'm going to give it to these people, and those people that did come back and comment on them being handcrafted. And thank you, because you're not going to find anything like this anywhere else. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Next thing was under the mistletoe, right? So remember, I couldn't really find mistletoe. That's about all I found. I have never had a mistletoe experience, and I would like to before I die. Have you had a mistletoe experience? Because I haven't. So that's something I would like to happen. I would love to have the romantic, kiss under the mistletoe. But it's never happened for me. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. I don't know. But anyways, next was wrapping gifts. I hate wrapping gifts. I don't do a good job of it. I would rather just purchase a gift bag. That's what I'd rather do. That's easy. Throw it in a bag, throw some tissue paper, and you're good. I did wrap one of the gifts I gave out for Secret Santa this year, only because it was something that was very geometric, and I think geometric things are easier to wrap, things that have 90-degree corners on them. I'm such a mathematician, right? So those are the things I find easier to wrap. And anything that's curved and rounded and a strange geometric shape, like a triangle, hexagon, any of the gons, those things are hard to wrap. So I would rather just place a gift in a gift bag with some wrapping paper, with some tissue paper, and call it a day. Yep. Now my dad, he was a great gift wrapper. He did a very good job. Very, very good job at that. Okay, Christmas PJs. I love Christmas PJs. I purchased, I want to say, how many? I think I purchased 2 new pair this year from Old Navy. Old Navy always has cute Christmas PJs. Last year and the year before, I think I did like 3 different pair. I purchased one from one of my favorite fast food places. They have a store where they sell a bunch of merch, so I purchased some in there. And then we did like some matching ones from Old Navy for work, and so that was fun. I think Christmas PJs they're just fun and cozy, and I love that. So fun and cozy. All right. So that is all I have to journal about this time. So next time, like I said, depending on what I can find in terms of stickers for those last 4 days, because I'm only going up to the 25th Christmas Day, I may do 1 page or I may do 2 pages. It's just gonna depend. But I hope you have been enjoying this. Let me know in the comments below. I don't know what's going on with my channel lately, but it's not getting a lot of visibility, and that's starting to really piss me off because YouTube has done this to me way too many times, and I put in way too much work for that to be happening. So hopefully this is getting out to people and they are enjoying it. And it's going to be a big decision for me whether to continue doing this next year. I don't know. I'm debating. I'm seriously debating. But let me know in the comments below what you think. And let's see. Have you had a mistletoe moment? Let me know that in the comments below. Also, guys, don't forget to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.